I want to start off. There was a video today circulating. There's a young lady who works for like Walmart, and she gets in a car, and she's clearly like a millennial or whatever, young as hell. But she gets in her car and like she's going off. She's upset because she works 40 hours a week. Um, and can't make a living, right? And I I was sickened to my stomach by the video, but not for the reasons that you might think, right? I was sick to my stomach based on the responses, right? Because it became a red team, blue team thing. Let me explain what happened. So the video comes out and people start posting it, right? And of course, uh, you know, most people just looked at it at surface value and just assumed that it was just some spoiled little libtard throwing a fit. I didn't see that. What I saw, personally, I saw a young adolescent, right? Basically a kid, right? Somebody who's probably ill-informed. I have no idea. Maybe they voted for George or Biden or something in the last election, right? And if they did, okay, let's say if they had, right? If they had, why does it matter? I mean, they're that young, right? They have no knowledge of politics, right? Like most adults don't even have an understanding of politics, so why would you hold that against them? But I don't want to digress. I want to continue on and where I saw this problem. So this girl comes out and she lays out this rational argument, and instead of Republicans and conservatives embracing her, and saying, yeah, the economy is trash. Yes, your opportunities are dwindling in front of your eyes. Yes, your future is being stolen from underneath you right now as we speak. Yes, everything that you're saying, everything that you're experiencing is true. And they should be embracing these youth because that's the future. Democrats are going to be over there. They're going to whisper in their ear whatever shit they want to hear. And Republicans just need to learn how to get out of their own way. I mean, this young lady, for an example, is like, it could have been a great victory, right? It would have been a great opportunity to, red pill or just kind of showcase, like, yeah, hey, and get a dialogue. I would have got a chick like that in the space. I want to know her whole story. I want to flesh it out. I want the world to see that. I want them to see how it impacts her and how it impacts the average American. I want people to see that transition because they're going to identify with that. There is a whole audience out there that is not red team and blue team. There are people out there in the middle. And I don't think Republicans or conservatives are reaching out to them properly. Because I think places like X, right? It turns the red team, blue team uh, combat into kind of like a sport, right? So it's a constant dunking session, and I get it because I take part of it, dude. Even being aware that it happens, I take part of it. So I'm not just pointing my finger out there at everybody else and saying, no, 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 you. You know, I get it. I understand my point, my complicity in it. That's also why I'm pointing it out, right? Like you can't change behavior until you're aware of it. And I think conservatives need to pay attention to that stuff, you know, because we that it's lost opportunities, right? And it's not like our track record as conservatives or Republicans are anything better, right? Because we keep, throwing these Hail Mary passes to people that we know do not have our interest at heart, time and time again, just lining up for the loss, throwing that support, lining up for the loss, never learning, just doing the same thing. It's just a cycle, it's a loop. Just expecting, oh, well, maybe this would be our time to win. Maybe this would be our time to win. And currently, I don't know if you guys realize it, but the walls are closing in, right? You can call them Democrats, liberals, globalists, whatever. You know, they got everybody in a cage, and year by year they just close it off a little more and a little more and a little more, and then us people, we go do our things, and we run off and we get all tribal, right? Find like-minded people because we want to survive. It's a survival mechanism. It's not in itself inherently a bad thing. Not if you're aware of what it is and you direct it. Like, come on, man. You got Republicans don't have the best track records. Conservatives don't have the best track records. Look at the people that we have in office. Look at what we're allowing them to do. And then when this young lady who, looks like she pretty much just hit 18 or something, is entering to participate, and she realizes that the barrier to entry is way larger than anything she thought. And then Republicans are like, oh, go get another job. It's fucking disgusting, right? And it's a recipe for continued loss.